Hello, I'm Carlos Rosso Suarez and this is the CRS channel. This presentation is going to be the first of the pre-calculus exercises and problems. Okay, first we're going to start with an exercise of simplifications, divisions, and factorings. First we're going to simplify these following terms. Term A, the fifth root of 96a7 divided by y minus 3. Expression B, cubic root of 27 x to the minus 6 y over 729 y to the minus 5. Term C, square root of 4x squared plus 4x plus y squared. Term D, x divided by the square roots of first x squared minus 3, second x minus 4. Okay, so let's go on to the first term, which is the fifth root of 96a7 divided by y minus 3. Okay, here we have the list of factors of 96. 96 divided by 2 gives you 48. 48 divided by 2 gives you 24. 24 divided by 2 gives you 12. 12 divided by 2 gives you 6. 6 divided by 2 gives you 3. And 3 divided by 3 gives you 1. So the factors of 96 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. It is 2 to the fifth, which is 32 times 3. So that means that 96 equals 32 times 3, which is 2 to the 5 times 3. So we're going to correct that here. 96 equals 2 to the fifth power times 3. Okay. So I'm going to save this. Maybe not. Okay, so let's go on. A to the seventh is a to the fifth times a squared. So that gives me that 96 a to the seventh divided by y minus 3 is, as it is expressed here, is 2 to the fifth times a to the fifth times 3a squared divided by y minus 3. So the fifth root of 96a to the seventh divided by y minus 3 should then be the square root of the fifth root of 2 to the fifth a to the fifth times the fifth root of I should have 3a squared divided by y minus 3. Okay, so that should give me the fifth root of 2 to the fifth times a to the fifth is 2 times a, and here we are left with the fifth root of 3a squared divided by y minus 3. Okay, now let's go to the second term, which is the cubic root of 27, x to the minus 6, y divided by 721, y to the minus 5. So that here we have again the list of factors of 729. 729 divided by 3 equals 243. 243 divided by 3 equals 81. 81 divided by 3 equals 27. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. So I have as factors of 729, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. So that is 729 equals 3 to the 6th, which is equal to 3 squared to the 3rd. 3 squared equals 9. So 3 to the 6th equals 9 to the 3rd. And 27 is 3 cubed, 3 to the 3rd power. So 27 divided by 729 equals, in parentheses, 3 over 9 to the 3rd power, which is 1/3 to the 3rd power. X to the minus 6 equals x to the minus 2 to the 3rd power. Y over y minus 5 equals y times y to the 5 equals y to the 6th, which is equal to y squared to the 3rd. So when I take out that means that the cubic root of 27, x to the minus 6, y over 729, y to the minus 5, is then the cubic root of 1/3 to the 3 times x to the minus 2 cubed times y squared cubed, which leaves us with 1/3 of x to the minus 2 y squared, which is y squared over 3x squared. Okay, now let's go to the third term, which is the square root of 4x squared plus 4x plus y squared. Now, let's look at a plus b squared. A plus b squared equals a plus b times a plus b, which is equal to a times a, which is a squared, plus a times b, plus b times a, plus b times b, which is b squared. So we have a squared plus ab and ba are the same thing, so that means that ab plus ba is 2ab, and we finally have b squared here. So a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so 4x squared equals 2x squared. Y squared equals y squared. And 4xy equals 2 times 2x times y. So I have a square here, a square here, a square here, and a square here. And we have the double product of 2x and y. So this means that this term here is a perfect square, so that the square root of 4x squared plus 4x plus y squared is the square root of 2x plus y, in parentheses, squared, which gives me 2x plus y. Okay, so now let's go to the fourth term. The fourth term is x over the square roots of x squared minus 3 and x minus 4. So here the simplification is simply to take away these radicals and simplify the denominator. So that is accomplished by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the difference of these two radicals. That is so because we know that a plus b times a minus b equals a squared minus ab plus ba minus b squared, which is a squared minus b squared. So if we have that a and b are radicals, that means that by multiplying a plus b times a minus b, I take away the radicals and am left with a squared and b squared alone. So multiply x by the square root of x squared minus 3 minus the square root of x minus 4. Here multiply the square root of x squared minus 3 plus the square root of x minus 4 by the square root of x, the difference between the square root of x squared minus 3 and the square root of x minus 4. So at the denominator, we are left with x squared minus 3 minus x minus 4, and in the numerator we have x times the square root of x squared minus 3 minus the square root of x minus 4. So x squared minus 3 minus x plus 4 will give me x squared minus x minus 3 plus 4, which is 1. So I'm left with the following expression: x times the square root, x times the square root of x squared minus 3 minus the square root of x minus 4, all that divided by x squared minus x plus 1. Okay, so in the next video we're going to follow on with the next problem.